In this video, we are going to find the purchases happened on Fridays. Hello, I'm Jagan from Grow with Data. I am posting this video to share my knowledge in SQL with you. If this assists you in your interview preparation anyways, I will be happy. Let's see the data set and you can talk about the question in detail. Let's create the table first. Okay. So here we are given the table purchases which got user ID, purchase date and the amount spent on each purchase. When you see the dates, only the 11, 24 and 11, 3 are Fridays. You can see November 11 is 24, so we go 23. So November 3rd is a Friday and November 24th is a Friday. So other dates are different days. Okay. So what is expected out of it? Among all the dates, we have to find only the Fridays and then we have to show which week of month is that date, right? So 11/3 is the first and 11/24 is the fourth week, right? And then we have to get all the amount spent on that purchase date and then we are going to put output of this template. Okay. To get this output, we are going to talk about 4 date functions in MySQL. In the other database, it might be a different format or different functions to get that. But for MySQL, it's weekday, week, day of week, and day of month. So the main thing we are going to look at the day of week. So which days is it start with Sunday or Monday, right? So MySQL might start with 1, like Sunday might be the start of the week. For other database, it might be Monday. It's based on the DBS, how they set up the database. And day of month is which day, like first, second, third, right? The particular day of it. Okay. So based on these functions, we are going to achieve what is required. Let's see how these functions behave for the dates we know. So 2024 Jan 1st is a Monday, right? So when you run for Jan 1st, the weekday is 0 and week is 0. Why? Because when the day starts with 2024, the first day is December 31st of 23. So that week is not considered as the first week, right? And the day of the week is 2. So Monday is 2, Sunday is 1, Monday is 2. And day of the month is the first day, so it's 1. So let's take another day, like 7th is Sunday, right? So let's do it for Sunday. So 7 is the first day and we are going to run it. So the weekday, right? Weekday is 6. So Monday starts with 0. So for this coderpad IO, the weekday starts with Monday. So it starts with 0 and Sunday is the last day, which is 6. And the week is the first week, right? So first whole week of 2024. And the day of the week, so Sunday is the first one, right? And then the day of month is the 7th day. So we have to see the difference of the weekday and the day of week. So weekday is starts with Monday, right? So always the office and everything starts with Monday. So the weekday is Monday, but the day of week starts with Sunday. So we have to know which function to work on. So that's why I brought in the weekday and the day of the week. Okay. So based on this, we are going to work out on our SQL. Okay. So we just select from purchases. What are things we select? User ID, purchase date, amount spent, and then we are going to use a couple of date functions. The first one is the day of week. The day of week, purchase date as day of week. And the next one is day of month. Purchase date as day of month. And let's try the week. So which week it is. So purchase date as week. Since there is no aggregate function, we can just run it. So for all the user IDs and purchase date, we have the day of week, the day of month. The day of month is particularly the date, right? When you see 11/24 and 11/3, the day of week is 6. Okay. So it starts with Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. So it's 6. So what we are looking for is the day of week is 6, and the day of month is which day of the month, right? So particular day, and we are going to find which week it is the first week or second week, right? So the week of the month. So when you see the overall week, it's going to find the first week as 0, right? But when you see for January, starts with Monday, which is going to be the first week, but we are in the 23rd, right? So 1, 2, 3, right? So November 3rd is going to be the first week for November. Even though when you say the week, it's not going to be considered because the 29 is from the October, right? So 3 is the first week, 24 is the fourth week. So that's what we are going to use. Okay, so how to use that? Let's keep it for reference, and then select from purchases. We just take the day of the month. So we have the particular date, right? And then we are going to divide that by 7, right? So it will give the 7 days of the interval, right? So every 7 days we take the week, so first week or second week, and it's going to be a rational number like decimal, right? So we just get the ceiling of it. So whatever the number comes, we get the ceiling out of it, means the next whole number, right, as week of month, and then we say purchase date, and then we have 2 records for 11/24, right, the fourth record and the last one. So we just aggregate all that amount spent as total amount from purchases. So we have to find the purchase happened only on Fridays. So we say the day of the week, right, where the day of the week is equal to 6. Since we use the aggregation function, group by 1, 2, order by 1, we can just take the week and we run it. So we got the expected result 1/4, right, and it's based on week of month we ordered. So it looks so simple, right? So what is complex in it? So first thing is we just understand the date functions. That's why we talked about this question. But if you have a small twist in it, since the November it got 5 weeks, right? Let's bring in the calendar. Let's see, for November 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks we have, right? And we have data only for the first Friday and the fourth Friday. So we have 2 more Fridays in between, the 10th and 17th. So what I need is, if the Friday no purchases happen for 10th and 17th, if there is no purchase happened, what I need is, with the same output, I need the week 2, which is 2020, 23, 11, 10. The total amount should show us 0, and same for 3. So for 3, which is 2023 11 17, you should show 0. Okay, so if there is a missing date, I want to show that Friday and the total amount should show 0. In a practical scenario, if you are running a project, there should be a dim date table which has all the dates, and then first day of the month, first day of the year, all that details will be there in the dim date. So we can simply use that dim date and we can get these kind of missing dates. But we have given only these many records. We don't have the 1110 or 1117 kind of records, right? So how to address this? We can't ask the interviewer to show a dim date column and get the information, right? So we have to play around with what we have. So what we can do? We can start with the very basic fix. We just hard code all the dates 2023 11/03 as sale date, union all. We are going to bring in all the other 3 Fridays for November 2023, right? So if you run this, you get all the 4 Fridays. We use this as the CTE table with all sale date as, right? We get this as the reference. Just say select from all sale date as T left join purchases P on P dot purchase date equal to D dot sale date, right? So when you do a left join with the purchase, we get all the dates from all sale date and then whatever is there in the purchases. So when you select, you make sure you use the D dot sale date, and we have the column name as week of month, right? So we have to use the ceiling function to get the week of month, right? And then we have to use the sale date, which is going to be the Fridays even if there is no purchase happens. If you do P dot purchase date, then you are going to miss that particular date, right? So it's going to be purchase date, and then we are going to say sum of P dot amount spent. There should be a small fix which I will show you after running the query. Since we use aggregate function, just say group by 1 and 2, order by, you can just do it. Okay, so what we did, we hard coded the 4 Fridays and then use that as the primary table and purchases the left join, and we use the same ceiling function, and the purchase date, instead of purchase date, use the sale date and then the amount. When you run it, you get all the week of the month purchase, and the total amount is going to be null for this, but we want 0. The easier way is use the coalesce function to fix the null. So when you run it, so even if you miss those dates, we get the date and it goes with 0 if it's missing purchases, right? It's so simple now. But if you say I want to get the date for all the Fridays of 2023, is it possible to hard code all the Fridays here? No, we can't. So we have to do a better way. So how to do that? So we are going to introduce something called a recursive CTE table. Okay, we are just going to use a recursive one. So how to start with? We just say select date of 2023 11/01 as date union all. Before that we just give a name for it with, this is the keyword recursive date. This is a normal range, right? Normal name, right? The recursive is the keyword we are going to use as. So we say we starting date, right? We give the starting date and then union all select. So date is a keyword. So what we can say, we can use purchase date, right? Use purchase date, union all select purchase date plus interval 1 day from, we are going to point to the recursive CT table name date range, right? This is the one, right? We are going to refer the same thing within the CT table where the purchase date is less than what should be the 23/11/30, the end date. Okay, so if you use the recursive keyword, we can call the CT function, so CT table name within that query. Okay, now if we say select star from date range, when you run this, you can get the date starting with whatever we did give. So 11/1 till 11/30. Okay. So now we know how to get the day of Friday and the first week or second week, all the calculation, right? So we are going to use that. So instead of purchase date, we can use sale date before, right? So for consistency, we can use sale date. If you use that, make sure you change all the places and you run it. Yes, it's working fine. So we are going to use this as a CTE table, and we are going to copy paste the whole previous one to make sure we reuse it. So only additional condition we are going to use is, since we are using for the main table, we make sure you put where condition. Okay, if you don't put where, put and condition, it's not going to work. I can just show you what's going to happen. Day of week, right? Day of week, make sure we use the sale date. So that's why I just changed that to sale date to differentiate from the purchase date. So day of week equal to 6. We are filtering the Friday. Other than that, it's all going to be the same condition, right? Let's run it. Okay, so we are having, okay, this date range, not all sale date. So previously we used all sale date, right? Yeah, we can use the same name if you want. Okay, let's, anyways, we are doing the consistency, right? So we can use all sale date. When you change this, make sure you change the calling part also. So all sale date. Right. So the table works fine, and we get the missing dates also. So instead of hard coding this, what we did is we just introduced the recursive CTE table, and then we created the dates with the start date and the end date. So this is more scalable than you are hard coding the particular dates you want. If it was a 2 or 3 dates, you can do it, but if it's a longer period, better we can use the recursive part of it. Right? Now you know how easy it's going to be if you understand this recursive rather than using a hard coded one and make it complex. Hope you like this video, and thanks for watching.